economy is changing. The coaching industry will look radically different 5 years from now. We're gonna be moving from the information industry. Someone has a question, you have the answers, to the energetic industry. A embodiment industry where we are not anymore teaching the how-tos, but where you actually are embodying the transformation, and we are selling not results but the transformation of those results. And that means that we are moving from a mind model marketing to a embodiment marketing, and this looks completely different. And I want to tell you how the people who use human design, who know human design, can use that today, because it changed. It blows my mind what just came through. I did a little reel and I wanted to share this with you today. I'm feeling a lion energy coming through already. Hello, who's live? Let me roar with you. Who's live? Hello, hello. Say hi if you're watching live. Say hello if you're watching the replay. However, the replay will be up at a different space. It's also something that I wanted to talk about today. Why my content changes. Why I create different content. Why I feel like sharing content, repurposing content in a different way. Also on different platforms. It's super important now. Things are moving quickly, and if you feel hello if you feel already that the way you create content does not feel good in your body anymore, it's a sign that you have to change something with how you create content and listen more to your body than listen to the ones who you are following, who might have a certain success already with the way they create content, but actually it is very much looking same. Yeah? Do you agree that all the content looks different? And then we are wondering, why am I not standing out? Why aren't my clients not seeing me? When you look same like everyone else, and when you are speaking the wrong language, not your innate language, your innate marketing language that is in your cells, in your body. Because here's the thing, I just created a reel here. I'm super fucking excited when anytime I sit down here, the massive downloads come, and I'm like, okay, my spleen was like, just speak into the camera, into a reel. Okay, it drives you crazy. Yes, me too. So first, before I go into this amazing download that I had about content creation, how to stand out depending on your human design energy type, I want to hear from you. Which human design energy type are you? And what is your profile? I am, and also the authority is very important now, because you create different content depending on how your energy works and how much you can put energy towards something, and what in your body tells you when it is time to put energy towards something, whether it is really different, the process of the inner work and then the outer work. So share with me, what is your human design type? I'm a projector. I'm a 6'2". So the profile we use to position ourselves. The profile is our personality. The profile is, when it comes to marketing, is how you position yourself as an expert and how people kind of see you as the role model and the genius that I am. And then the authority really tells you in that moment. For me, it's very splenic, it's very intuitive, it's very, with the open throat, very much channeled. So Devi is a projector 5-1 splenic authority. Queen Daisy, hello, a 1-3 money gen, emotional projector. See, you all look different, and however, this platform, even here, tells us, money gen 3-5, tells us that we're supposed to create all the same way content, right? There is just the rules. They're making the rules. They are defining your content strategy. Also based on what they want you to create, because they are favoring certain ways of creation, but they are not favoring your designed way of creation, especially as women. We're not a content machine, even if there are people who seem to be content machines, but they are actually very much in alignment with their design, and then they are using the platform in their favor. However, I know some of these people who seem to be content machines, and I also know some have an agency who are repurposing the content, so they have systems behind that, or they're even better, even better, and would create even more if they were not using and not had to follow these rules that this platform dictates us. So how do you feel currently with your own content creation? And also, how do you feel when you consume content? I do not really consume anything except for here and there a couple of things. However, what I notice is when I just open this app, or even open YouTube, or I'm not on TikTok, so I have no idea about TikTok, but actually it all looks same, because the platform is owned by certain people and they dictate the strategy, they dictate the structure, and we are moving away. Do you see that this is a structure of the cross of planning background frequency? That we have certain systems that certain small, like a handful of people defines how the masses should move. But we are in 2027, it will be like a big shift, and we're already feeling it. Over the next 5 years, this industry will look radically different, and the faster we move into, or the closer we go into 2027, the more these platforms will crumble. So maybe Instagram will totally disappear because one person, two people, or whatever, Mark Zuckerberg, and they define the metaverse, they define who has to do what. I don't fit anywhere. Yeah, so this is the thing. So I do believe that we should not try to fit in, but we should be smart to use the platform in our best favor, but then also be very innovative. And I'm Aquarius, and I'm already innovating. So there are a lot of things that I'm doing differently in my business. For spinning projectors, so hard to box me within any context, really. Yeah. So as I said, we don't want to be boxed in, but we need to be smart enough to use. We need to be even smarter than this platform. Because energy is energy, and energy is actually the thing that then kind of is more powerful than the structure of the 3D mechanics. So the energetic mechanics work way better than, or are more powerful. So when I don't create content for a couple of days and then I have this massive download and then I go live, I always trust that what comes through is so powerful when I trust my spleen, and then the right people are on there. And then afterwards, I'm a businesswoman, I'm an innovator, I repurpose content, and then I can use the platform in a way that I can use the platform in my favor, but I do not box myself into the platform algorithm by trying to produce content. Does it make sense? And so there are a couple of things that I want to say. So I just did a reel, and I will post it later, or tomorrow, I would say tomorrow, where I was saying that, we're moving away from a mind model marketing to a embodiment marketing. So we are actually not selling certain results anymore, how to get to your 10K month, for example. We are actually selling the transformation that leads to that result. And how do we market that? By us as mentors, coaches, embody the transformation, and you will be the living and breathing best testimonial kind case study for your own work. So when people just see you creating content, they should feel you in your own way doing it. And then you automatically stand out because you do For example, if you were selling how to get to 10K a month, but you as a coach would teach it completely different than the other coach. And so why do they buy from you and not from other coaches? Is not because of what you know, not because of the information, not because of the mind model of this is the step by step. So this is not what you teach. This is not what you sell. Actually, the reason why they're going to buy from you is the activation they feel in their body by connection to you, by you seeing, embodying it in your unique way through your unique codes and actually broadcasting it out through the energetics of the mechanics of human design, means your centers, your profile, the gates, the channels, and your aura. So we're moving away, this whole marketing, away from a mind model to an embodiment model to an energetics model, and that's why I call this now, what we're moving into is it's the energetic economy, and it's actually the creator economy, because creators will be the leaders of this industry, and it's not only the ones who have the information. So right now, everyone, like even Joe Dispenza or Tony Robbins, like they are selling information. It's a very mind-based approach, and how we teach it to people is not anymore that you teach information. And this is what most of you are doing right now. You prepare for a class, you sit down, when you align one or define third eye, or you're very much in your low frequency and low definition, you don't trust yourself, and you have actually not fully embodied it, meaning you have stories to tell, you have experiences, you living and breathing it, then we always try to just broadcast information. This is just ba 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 ba. But here on a cellular level, nothing happens, and nothing is actually activating your client. Because no, Luce, no, I will not put this live stream up. That's exactly this. No, I will not put this live stream up. I will repurpose it, and this live stream goes into my own private, different content platform that I'm building because of this, what we're going into. And this is the new quantum business model, which I'm super excited to then also teach my clients, because this is setting you up for 2027. There will be a way to get access to this replay at some point, but no, it is now follow your spleen. Either you stay here or not. If you're my client, if you're in the HD lounge, you always have access to this content. So there's no better way than right now to join the HD lounge. Talk about gate 1 activation. Yeah, I also have gate 1 activated. So gate 1 is actually a masculine energy, the masculine opposite to current activation of the feminine of gate 2 by Uranus, which is super interesting. And gate 1 is actually creation to create. It is not for a certain result. So instead of sitting there, oh, I'm not clear what I should create, everyone who has gate 1 active, or when the transits are activating gate 1, we have to create to gain clarity. Clarity comes through creation, not by waiting. That's the biggest the biggest thing that you have to understand. By the way, how do you love my hair? I love my hair so much. It's straight. It's so sleeky. I love it. It's lioness, it's lion energy, but it's sharp. It's projector potency. So now's the time to really take radical responsibility over your knowledge that you have over your human design, because nothing makes me more angry, let's say, or is annoying and boring for me if people say, yeah, I know my human design, da, 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 but then you're not following your authority and the pull, and you're not actually. And for me, by the way, like, I sense it miles apart when my audience, and some of you are watching me longer, are not in integrity with what you know. If you say I want this and then you're not following through, it's not an integrity with human design. It's actually a dishonor, and there comes a point where we do not have time anymore to tiptoe around, oh, I gonna do my journaling and my meditation and whatever to get into alignment. You're either living your design or you're living your not self, and that you can check very quickly if you're not living your design by looking at your bank account. If you don't see the results, you still have some way to go to alignment. And if you are already super successful, then there's always more. So I look at my bank account and I'm like, of course, I'm super happy, I'm super grateful, I'm super successful. I feel success without the money. That's the biggest key. I understand my human design, and I'm a couple of steps ahead. Projectors always are kind of sent from the future, especially the more right you are. But then it is about really living and breathing it, because the times will change. And if you want to be in the front row of the people who understand what's coming, it's time to get yourself into that knowledge, how to bring that into your business. And this is what I teach my clients. I'm so fucking excited for what's to come. So the thing that we also have to understand is, how do we activate actually the clients if information and words are not working anymore? Because the content that you will create will, there is a frequency behind every word. Do you agree with me that when you read a post, when you watch a live stream like this, you feel a certain zing in your body or not? Yeah? And we can usually feel if someone is on fire and in their passion and is talking from their experience or from their passion and heart and in that moment from alignment. But if we also can feel right away if someone is kind of trying to bring a point across, or being too correct and have these emojis and the structure and everything, then if I see one more post with all these emojis and the structures or the 3 steps, I can puke. It's like, I don't want to see this. And so the how do we connect to our audience is through our heart, through our emotions. And we are not selling and creating content to bring a point across, or to be seen, or to convince people, or to present something. This is my product and this is why you should buy it. Like, we are transmitting an experience, a emotion, a feeling. And I was talking about that emotions are the future currency in my live stream from yesterday. And so this replay is also available in my content space, and it will be repurposed here on this platform. But everything will be also on YouTube and on my own content platform that I own and where my rules are and not someone else. But I was saying there that we are moving into becoming beings, like the ones who are still organic beings. And what I mean with organic beings, organic humans, is a different live stream, definitely not on this platform. But the ones who are really aware about being still a human and an organic human, they will feel the difference if someone is embodied in their work. You see it already now, but to market it means that the content that we create will be so intuitively. If you don't feel anything, the words are empty. And so the activation, how do we activate people? And also how will we work with clients? There is nothing anymore, and this is why I changed my business model moving forward in August. There won't be any structures anymore that are defined by any other coach, or any structures that you learned, how we work with clients. So programs, master classes, everything that is, a structure from external that you try to fit in because you see other coaches are doing it, it won't be that potent. I don't say it's not working, but it's not that potent. So I want to ask you, do you feel that you have the freedom in your business and the way you work with clients, does it actually feel good? Do you really feel that this way, how you activate your clients and how you connect to your audience and how you connect through the screen, everything is really feeling good to you? Because it's very one-sided. And I'm slowly also kind of losing the joy of getting on stories or even a live stream here if people are just watching and consuming, and I want to have a conversation. So I want to invite you here. If something resonates, if you ask a question, or if you want to add something to the conversation about me talking about how this industry gonna change, or how I see my industry, how I see this industry, I really want to encourage you to add something to the conversation by adding a comment. Yeah, not just sitting there and consuming blindly, because for me as the creator on the other side, also on my Insta stories, I mean, I see just people watching and not engaging. If I ask questions, if I put a question box up, like I'm asking, why am I actually doing this? Literally, I don't depend or rely on that. I don't have to do it. I do it because it matters to me. But the question is, does it matter to you? I mean, why are you following me? Why are you watching this now, right? And if you were a content creator, and if you were someone who also creates, you would engage more, because you would be on the other side of, hey, I'm talking. Why is nobody talking with me? If we were sitting here, if you were having the picnic, we had a conversation. But because it's all on this device, everything feels so disconnected and just consuming, which is very sad. Yeah. So this is one thing. And the more human you will be and stay over the next years, the more money you will make. It's pure fact, because people will crave more and more being a human. And we will actually also go away. Yeah, Helene, but if nobody goes live anymore, then, it's not leadership. I do it anyway because I have a bigger vision. And if you don't go live, Helene, then the ones who need to hear your message cannot hear you. So I'm doing it for one person, and I'm doing it for two people, like my human design, my HD Lounge clients, like you and Christina, and everyone else. I mean, by the way, I see who's live here. I see who's watching my stories every day. I know all your names. I see you more than you think that I do see you. So, energetic etiquette and all this will matter more moving forward, because everything will fall away. People will feel you more than you are already aware of. And I am from the future. I feel like I'm from the future. I'm always talking about these things, and people don't taking it seriously. This is the worst thing. Talking about human design, but not having the fucking guts to really radically change their life and show up differently and be leaders, and being bolder in the message. Especially projectors have to step the fuck up. Because we are the guides. And so with content creation, I want to see different content. I want to be inspired on this platform, and I'm not. I am inspired by other industries, by the fashion industry, by music industry, by movie industry, by art, but not on this platform here. This allows someone from the other side of the world, Helena, to follow and recognize your work if it resonates. Exactly, Sarah. Thank you for bringing that into the conversation. I'm so happy that you also talk to each other. Yes, let's do more of this, And then the last piece that I want to say is, I have so much more to talk about this. And I decided to change the HD Money Club. It's not only about money anymore and how to navigate the transits to be more in alignment and to make more money. In the end, the result is always money, can be a measure. But what I'm actually want to do is use this as my broadcasting station, as like my radio station, because I love sharing so much on audio. I mean, the audio drops that I do are sometimes 20, 30 minutes. And such a conversation like here, or such a information like here, I could also, I have a passive brain and an active body, so I actually need to move my body and let the things come through that are now with my right brain just being activated. They have always been there. So I will upgrade the HD Lounge into that content broadcasting station so that you be guided with this information moving into 2027. All the hot topics about the agenda, the matrix, the also content and business and success and this coaching industry, everything I want to have there, because then it's A, mine, and B, I also know that the ones who are in there are doing something with it. And this is the most important thing for a defined heart. Like it matters to me that people, and as a line 6, you have to do something with advice. Otherwise, it's just my wasted time. And this is the worst for a projector, So the HD Money Club will change its name, and it's actually just $111 per month. And if you love these kind of content, and if you love me and feel activated by me, this is the best way to start working with me. It's the entry gate to my world, and you will receive all the energy updates, all the business updates, the things that we're moving in. You will be in the front seat and use this as an advantage to take action, to make the right decisions. We will have Q&As. I'm super fucking excited to change that into a channel for guidance in business and to success, but with all this information. So if you want to learn more about it, it's now still called HD Money Club, but just shoot me a message. It's $111 per month. And this is where also parts of this content will go up and you can re-listen to it. Love the energy updates. Yes, it's not just energy, energy. It's also business and very practical advice, what to do and how to use it to attract clients, to stand out and be seen and know what's coming. For me, always clarity about, okay, what's going on energetically and why am I feeling how I'm feeling, makes me more stable, because then I can navigate. If you know the weather forecast and you know that you gotta better bring your umbrella, you're prepared. And this is kind of the neutrino weather forecast that's coming 2027. The last point that I want to share with you is that we will be moving back from fast content. So what you actually have to start doing now, I think there's some rain coming up. Okay, we got to finish quickly. So we will actually be changing the way how we create content. And we will change from this fast-paced content of, now we are at 5-second reels. People are so overstimulated. It's crazy. Into different ways of content. And I will do another live tomorrow about content. I will do that tomorrow, and I will announce when, so that we can have a conversation, because you see that there's the rain coming. So I will do that tomorrow. But one last thing about marketing. You have to understand that we will activate people not anymore by words, but by mechanics. And also the work that we do with our clients will be then more and more mechanics, meaning it is from body to body. That's why it's important that you embody your work and that people see you living it. And if you just take your fucking phone and document everything that you're doing all day, that is enough. That is enough. That's content that is inspiring, that is enough, that is different, that is human, that is authentic. Yeah? So if there's one thing you take away from this live stream, you do whatever you do all day, dial that up, put the phone out, and just film yourself and put that up. Don't overthink it. And then really dive deeper into how to use human design in business. And this is what we're going to do in the Quantum Business Blueprint, Business Academy, Business Model. There will be a way that you have to understand the 9 key pillars for the future of your business. And I really say this is so important, that women make money and women own their power. And especially as projectors, you have to do the work now. Whatever you can join in my world, this is the invitation for you. And what most importantly is that women start talking about where they're at. When I see that women are not talking about their situation and their decision making, and really without any emotion, we have work to do, because this is going to be felt. People will feel your insecurity. So the way how we will work with our clients, how we create content, how we market and sell is through mechanics. You can say whatever you want to say, and if you copy old models and you take text that you learned about human design and you maybe just have knowledge about it, it doesn't work. It is about the activation of that knowledge in the other person, and that happens more through mechanics, automatically, you living your design, and they come to your world and they be activated by you living your design and not you teaching them. And that's why it's so important that you have, hold on, just have to keep my energy here clean for a second. This is why it's so important that you have an understanding and deeper understanding of the embodiment of your design. And it starts with strategy and authority. For all projectors, we need to create your stage. You have to be able to sell without shame in the game. I see so many of you tiptoeing around it. And it starts with you making that step. You not tiptoeing around the fucking decision. And this is the key, to do the work now. Otherwise, it's too late. So, this was my rant today. I invite you again, step things up. There are multiple options in my world. Just send me a message. It starts with the HD Money Club. We go into the quantum business model. The HD Lounge is there as well. And my private coaching, of course. So, I'm going to see you soon in another live stream on my stories. And if you want to have access to this replay, I will put up later a way, but this will not be up here on Instagram. So, gotta join my world. This is the new 2027 model already. And if you're triggered by it, get prepared, because if you don't work through it and set up your business the same way, you will lose money because you are giving too much for free. And I don't want my clients to give anything for free, especially not projectors. Yes, Helena and everyone else. Gonna make some money, honey. Okay? I love you, and I see you in my DMs. I see you in Telegram, and I see you soon on a live. Bye.